Hello everyone, O'Bolly back again. It's been nearly 6 months since I did my last video, or maybe a bit more than 6 months. This one is going to be a very quick one. It is all about my Excel filing machine and to show it in operation. I bought it some time ago. It was really grotty when I got hold of it. It had been standing around for ages. I stripped it completely and redid it. And I was very surprised. There was absolutely no wear at all. Just one item I had to repair, and that was the clamp on the RAM that the files are fitted into. But otherwise, perfect. I thought of stripping down the electric motor, the old Hoover motor, but I was warned by all the guys on the Model Engineer forum, don't do it, because all that wiring is the old rubber insulated wire, and after all these years that rubber perishes, and the minute you touch it, it crumbles. So I left well alone. Let's show you the beast in question. There it is, in all its glory. Getting a bit closer. A substantial base, all cast iron, as they were in those far off days. This is the cover on the drive 2-speed, but I only use 1 speed. Haven't bothered to check. Would help if I switch on power on. Everything clear. Yep, nothing is going to go bang. This little knurled nut I made to fit on there. There was just some grotty hexagon nut, so I decided to make a knurled one. The RAM operates via a Scotch crank. There's an oil sump, and that little plate caution says fill with medium heavy oil to level of lower plug hole. Add oil occasionally. Replace plugs tightly. Yeah. Remove both cap Allen screws. Start filling up on the top one, and as soon as oil appears on the bottom, replace them all. When I first did that and switched on, I thought something had broken, because it really clonked quite alarmingly. But it soon stopped as soon as the oil had got up onto the Scotch crank. Nice and quiet, no clank, clank, clank. Very nice. The RAM underneath, and the files bolt into the RAM. 2 arms. The bottom one has a finger that presses down on the workpiece to stop the workpiece from jumping up when this goes on its upward motion, and this one has a roller that presses against this to stop too much pressure being put on the actual file. This one I have no idea. If anybody can suggest what this could be, I would appreciate it. It has a through hole with a clamping screw. Is it for a light or is it for an air pump? Well, there's certainly no pump attached to this to blow any of the swarf away, so who knows. These are the two tools I had to make for my Boxford shaper. The shaper came without any tools whatsoever. I needed this one, which is the major one you use. This is used to position the table on the Boxford, to move it either to move the actual box on the shaper up or down, left or right, and it also operates the pulley system to move the ram backwards and forwards. This one is for the clapper box, to tighten up any tools in the clapper box, and on the side to adjust the ram stroke. Pretty easy to make. Pieces of round bar, pretty short, I think they're about an inch in length, bored out to across flats, the size of the across flats, and then filed square and welded onto that piece at the bottom there, and the rest that handle welded on, and that done. Ditto this one, a bit shorter, maybe ½ inch, round bar, drilled out, squared up and welded. Very easy with this. Doing it by hand would have taken me ages, so that's good. Have I missed anything out? Ah yes, the table tilts that way. 10 degrees either side of horizontal. There's nothing else I can think of. Ah yes, the motor. It is a Hoover AC motor made in Scotland. Continuously rated. 50 cycles, 230 to 240 volt, 3.2 amps, half horsepower, single phase. I think it's 1425 RPM. Yeah, 1425 RPM. I forgot to put this back when I opened up the motor. The files. I've got all the files down there. A good selection. Not going to focus up close. Okay, let's try that trick again. Here we are. Square tang and operate in the downward stroke. Let's get the file in place. Make sure it's square. Just eyeball it. Eyeball against that. Yeah, that's okay. Too tight. Yep, that's okay. just enough to stop this from lifting up on the upward stroke. Let's see if it stays in place. I don't have to press down because that finger is stopping this from coming up on the upstroke. All I'm doing is putting pressure that way. You can see it wanting to come up. I need to adjust that a bit more. Yeah, I think that's enough. This is what I've done. This is what I've used. I've just done that. Start again. That's it from now, people. Keep well, everybody. Until next time. Bye-bye. Oh yes, let me show you what I'm doing. It's a Canon HV20. Normally records onto mini tape, but I don't fancy mini tapes, so I'm recording directly into the MacBook. Hello, hello, infinity, all the way down for as long as you can, for as far as you can see. A bit of playing around. Okay, that's it.